Alright, welcome back. This one's a Sylvanus support game played by Belmardi. He goes 2, 9, and 15. He's currently in Plat 4. It's a 46-minute long game too. How do you think you played? I think that I played bad. Okay. What aspects did you struggle with? Lane matchups. I was against Rama Athena. When to be aggressor. I'm always too aggressive and not enough. When to rotate. How to rotate. I was behind an XP and gold all game. Okay. What did you feel comfortable with? The polls. Right. We'll go through it, Belmardi. And the first thing we can talk about is you are playing Sylvanus. Sylvanus is very, very strong in the support role. Top tier of the support role. He has the very best push of every single support. He actually outpushes every single AD carry if he gets the purple buff. Just because he is very, very effective with it and does AoE damage, he can bring down these creeps very, very quickly. So it's all about in the early game as a Sylvanus, pushing them into tower and denying them gold more often than not. Whatever lane you're against, you can technically outpush them having a Sylvanus online. Really one or two that can cause an issue for you that can actually keep it at least even for the most part, but no one can really outpush you as a Sylvanus unless you misplay it. So we'll see how this game goes at the beginning. We took Wisps at the start. Why don't we take Wisps? Why don't we just go for our root? Our root's much better at the start of the game. It deals damage. Keep on attacking these down. And without your root, you can see that it's taking a little bit longer to clear the wave. They got to lane a little bit quicker than you because you didn't use your root at the beginning of this game. So I'm pointing that one out. If you actually take your root at the beginning, you'll wave clear the jungle quicker. You'll also clear the minion wave quicker in lane. Just checking with root here, you can see it does 80 damage. 80 damage to 3 creeps is a lot of damage. It may seem like nothing, but that will give you the wave clear back. You've got root now though, so don't be scared to just auto these down and put the pressure on. Try not to stand on top of your hunter at the same time though, so you don't get double taunted. You can go aggressive here now. You can go aggressive here. All the minions are dead. Go aggressive, look for a root. Aggressive root would be great here. Instead, you were trying to auto-attack that last minion down. Your major job is that the support here, honestly, is to make sure that most of the wave goes down, leave them for last hit, and if they can be. There was only one creep left there. You could have left that to Sylvanas to bring down. You could have been looking for a root there, and potentially some wisps on top of it, or just some more auto-attacks. Your auto-attacks are very abusive. The wave's gone. The wave's gone. Why are we still hitting the minions? The wave's gone. Roots, 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 roots. There we go. We could have won that trade a little bit better if we would have started going aggressive earlier. For some reason, you chose to keep going on the minions a little bit too much. I don't think you needed to. So they're all grouped up. There you go. Now fight. You're still good pull. Really good pull coming on there. That was a really nice pull that landed from yourself. And the Wisp are going to tick him back to full health. So, like I said, you're looking to poke the minion wave down. When it's really low, just leave it. One Banshee Bowl will be able to finish most of it off. But once it's down to really low health, you can look to fight after a couple of these minions have died. There you go, you can fight again now. You see what I'm saying? Every time before they disappear, you're looking to fight just beforehand. Not looking with a pull. 2 minutes 40 in. Nothing else really has gone on over here. Are we really going back here? Why are we going back? Why are we going back? We should be looking for the mid camps. I can see what you were thinking about, a potential pick or saving the Sylvanas because he got hit by that taunt, but mid camps are very important and you are here on time. 1, 2%. Was looking for them, unfortunately. I'm okay with you hogging them there just because you didn't know where everybody was. Everybody in mid lanes. Oh, nice pull. I think you just saved his life though, potentially. You potentially just saved his life. That was the only problem there. This here, Belmardi, is one of those things where support tries to make big plays and just misplay it, honestly. You didn't need to pull him. I don't think you needed to pull him here. That's the issue. He was dead. He got hit by a Kraken, and he was about to get hit by that Tardil Surge that Poseidon put out, and he was surrounded by 2 members with auto attacks, with in-hands. So what you did was you actually just pulled him out of the damage. And you put Wisps on him. Grats on the Wisps, but that's not going to kill him. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out well for you, and your team drop a kill because of it. Your team drop a kill because of it. That was your misplay more than anything else. You didn't have to pull him then. Why did you pull him? Think about why you pulled him. Why would you pull him? Why would you pull him? He was already pretty much dead. I'm pretty sure your team will be upset with you for that, but it's fine. It happens. Sometimes you use skills just because they're off cooldown and it looks cool to pull people. Well, at least I landed the pull, right? I mean, yeah, you did, but was it really worthwhile? No, not really. Instead I went for another wave from mid lane. I can understand this just because your mid laner went back to base here. Clearing the wave out for the most part is good. And I'm going to be rotating back. Now, the one thing to know about here is you just popped a health and mana. You didn't really need to here. You popped them for the sake of popping them because you've not used them yet. And you're lucky to consume them before you go back to base, but you need to help them out. Root. Root. Could look for root before Wisps there. Good root there, though. He's still going to die. You need to ult now. Good ultimate. Good ultimate. Try and body block for the most part. Pull him back if you need to. Pull him back if you need to. Okay. So, what should have happened here? What should have happened here? From my point of view, if you see what we did. We could have rooted that Athena straight away. You don't, which is fine. This route is good. But then as soon as this lands, you're in trouble, okay? The ultimate, very, very good. You actually catch all three with that ultimate, which is fantastic. And now it's all about body blocking for this hunter to get him out of trouble. Rising Jaguar comes out. When that Sentinel comes out, you could be throwing your pull now. You throw your pull now, it hits him, it stuns him and pulls him back in. This is what you should be looking to do. Pull him away from your carry right now. Pull him away, pull him away, pull him away, pull him away, pull him away. Because then, if you do pull him away, that taunt will connect. But if you notice how long it's going to be on cooldown for, it's going to point out 1 auto attack hits from him, and he's out of combat right now. You can be body blocking the Rama for the most part, as well as have pulled this guy out of combat for the most part, and they would have been grouped up. You actually start focusing onto the Scylla here. You should be still running towards your carry and trying to get in between this line here. So the Rama has to use his arrows to pierce through, and if he's not getting arrows to pierce through, then he's going to have a bad time trying to pick up this kill. If we can just check in with their carry, does he have any? I don't know if he's got any. He might have 1 or 2. He's going to have 2, I think, and bring him down. And then what would have ended up happening then is that he would have actually been a little bit more grouped up, and Kraken would have been easier to land. The play wasn't the worst in the world. It wasn't really all your fault, but look a little bit further afield at looking at how you're going to be appealing for your carry. Got to drop some wards down, which is good. Purple buff is down at the moment. Golfview is up. Oh, wall coverage around mid isn't the greatest. If you've got an actual team here that are warding the mid lane for you, and you drop this ward over here, like you have done. Let me just put it on the map for you. There we go. You drop this ward, and you still don't got a ward on the map. I wouldn't necessarily drop one here. This just defends your lane. If you actually drop it here, this will defend you a little bit more of a nice line across the map. If you've seen them all come through. Defends mid harpies, defends Gold Fury, also defends your duo lane as well by going for that. But big camp spawn, you're in time for them again, which is good news. You do use Hog there, which I'm kind of okay with. You just got to be careful about when you use Hog after this one. We trade 1 for 1 of those mid harpies. We've not played terribly in this game so far. I mean, to be honest, the biggest mistake you've made was you dropped a kill in mid lane for your team because you were too busy trying to pull, which you didn't need to do. Trying to pull, you didn't need to. That was the only mistake so far. They should know that she was here. Good ultimate again. This was a really strange situation because you see her rotate. Now, you know where she is. Look, see? She steps on a ward, so you know she's here. You know she's here. Now, this isn't necessarily your fault as well. The hunter realizes this too. Like, your hunter sees this, you see this, and you both just chill. I don't understand why you chill. You walk forward. I guess you didn't spot it, honestly. This is your map awareness that let you down. He feels confident because you were walking forward as this Sylvannus, so he comes with you. You both get hit by a double taunt, which you have to be respectful of. And then she engages. Your ultimate is good, but then you're looking for a route straight after. Unfortunately, you didn't manage to get the ultimate off onto... Why are you trying to pull her there? I don't know. Maybe you're looking for the Kraken boys. Silence looking for kills. You've got a Duke out in the Whirlpool. Good use of the Whirlpool to avoid damage. Get your route ready. Get your route ready. Route. 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 I guess you're out mana for the route. Have to look at your minimap a little bit more, Belmont. That was a letdown for yourself because you didn't look at your minimap. Need to look at your minimap. That was your first death of the game. And it's because you didn't look at the wards that you've been placing. What's the point in placing wards if you're not going to use them? What's the point of wards if you're not going to use them, boys? Remember that. Uh-oh. At least the Wisp are going to heal him a little bit. When he lands, you can ult him straight away if you need to. I don't think you will need to, though. There's going to be a cripple waiting for him. Good position the cripple. Don't think you needed the ult. You didn't need the ult. You waited to make sure it hit him and kept him inside it, but I don't think you really needed it there. But it was at like 100% confirmation with your ultimate as well, in case he did manage to roll out with beads or something as well and get away from all that damage. This should belong to who likes to overextend and be aggressive. Your laning phase at the beginning was fine. Your rotations for mid-camps have been good. Your ward placements have been fine, apart from you've not been using your wards yourself. Now, a little bit risky, a little bit late to the fight here. The jungler's not going to be here just yet. Protects the Sylvannus. We're prioritising on using wisps straight away, so looking for a root if we can get one as well. Roots are very, very important, very, very useful for us. You start investing points into your 2. Into your 3. I don't mind you investing them into these at second of all. If you want to go for cooldowns and more pulls, this is cool. But the root does do better damage, and it also gives some extra stuff to your team. You could potentially give him some mana to that Xbalanque as an example. By putting them down on the ground. You will place them as Gold Fury, and there is fine. I can understand you want to place it as the Gold Fury with how the game's going. You do have Hog 3 still, no Blink yet. I'll clear this wave and potentially be looking to go back to Blink just so I've got it. It is an engagement once again from the Athena. Don't be scared to throw out a root. Don't be scared to throw out a root now and again. I don't really see you using the root enough. You don't use your one very often. That Athena, a weirdest combo. Oh, could have ulted, you don't need to though. I'm glad you recognise that. Can you get a good pull off here? Yes you can, into an ult. Yes you can. Eat that poke damage, sunshine. Xbalanque goes for the kill and he pays with his life. There was nothing you could do them, I'll be honest. There was nothing you could do them. That wasn't your fault by any stretch of the imagination. Your pull was very, very good. The only difference is that I wouldn't have chased him for a kill or to support him after he goes in like that. You didn't really have anything to do after your root. That's all you had. That wasn't your fault. It was not your fault. They're going to get Gold Fury off that, and there's not a whole lot they can do. Wait for you to respawn. There we go. Back online again. Now we got Blink. What else are we waiting for here? 2 wards and nothing else at the time. Okay. Could have got Boots 1 then. Could have got Boots 1. We've still got 400 gold left. Why didn't we get Boots 1? We won't finish off Wing Blade. Could have got Boots 1. And then your mobility is fine for the rest of the game. Start working your sovereignty. Remember, just to point out, the Wing Blade, if you look at it, it only gives you 10% movement speed. This is why you see a lot of people pick up Boots 1 to go along with it. Because Boots 3 overall gives you 18% movement speed. So, you're not actually going to be moving that quick at 10%. It's some movement, it's not as much as you think, but the stats on Wing Blade are fantastic too. So your lane's pushed up at the moment. Your hunter's pushed it onto the tower. He's got wall coverage. You don't need to be there. I'm glad that you're rotating mid lane here to support. We get a good blink off here. We can get involved in this fight. Cause a big issue for this team. It doesn't look like we've got backup though. Do we have backup still? I don't think we do. That's what you need to be checking. This is why I have this up on the side of the map. You see how we can see the names? This is what you can see in this engagement too, right? So I want to watch this little skirmish back here, and I want to talk to you about it and go through exactly what we can see on the minimap. So, there's a fight going on in mid lane right now. The Kraken is dropped. You can see the Kraken's dropped and he goes down to low health. Where is the rest of your team right now? Hunbat and Bakasor are currently in the jungle coming around to this engagement. Okay, they've both got ultimates available. You can see that on the minimap here. Overhand Smash comes out. You know they're whacking this Hercules. There's the ult coming out from the Bakasor. There's the ult coming out from Hunbat's as well. They've both just used their ultimates. They're both really low. Baka just jumped out. Sorry, Hunbat's just jumped out. Hunbat's used ultimate and he's used his somersault to get out. He cannot chase down to support you right now. Baka, what do we know about Baka? He's probably just used Butcher Blades, so that's on cooldown, and he's already used his ultimate, which we know about. So, when we look at him here, if we just bring him up on our screen, this Bakasura, what's he got available? There we go, Butcher Blades was used, surprisingly enough, and he's only got Takedown available. With the Athena ulting in, and the play here happening, is this really worth blinking and going for the big play? Is it worth going in? I don't think it is. You need to look at the cooldowns of your teammates before you try and make a play on your own. The blink's good though. Your ultimate's fantastic. It hits 4 targets. Your Whisper a little bit weaker. You might be able to kill Hercules off it, but it's going to be too much to ask. Now, Baka comes in to support you now, but you've disengaged by using everything here. So Baka's looking to clean up kills and support you that you forced him into a fight of. You forced him into this fight by going aggressive. He didn't really want to. He didn't really have anything available to do anything. So he has to leap away. He's going to get chased down. You've got a body block well here. Iron Monster kills him. And his death, in fairness, is partly your fault. It's partly your fault. Because you lead your teammate to his death to an extent. He tries to clean up what you set up for him without having anything available. Sometimes you go in aggressive like that. He's expecting you to be very upset at the end of this game where you're like, oh my god, why didn't you follow me in? And instead of like getting that BM, he's like, okay, I'll commit then. You want me to commit? I'll commit. And it doesn't go well for you. And he ends up dying. He ends up dying. The pull was good though. The root's good. The Aegis is interesting. Lock that tower shot damage. Oh yeah. And we've had this game's gone so far. I don't think you've played really badly. I mean, you've dropped 1 kill so far. And you've overly aggressed once as well, which you didn't really need to. Bassie's around here trying to gank. Be careful how far forward you go here. You're looking to support, but you're not looking to kill yourself. Root wasn't great. Wisps. Wisps. Why are you not dropping Wisps now to heal him? He needs those protections like yesterday. Get ready with the pull, but you're out of mana here. You just got to run away now. And you see how you've overextended to try and help him a little bit? Just got to reposition yourself. And don't back in lane if you can help it so they don't know that you've gone back. So they can't keep going aggressive. Boots 2. No wards. You should know by looking at the minimap that they've got a sentry ward here now. You put a ward down, you know it's not there. You should be looking at the minimap when you've gone back to basement like, hey, my ward's gone. Why's my ward gone? Oh, well, they've probably got a sentry. So you've not got wall coverage here. Your polytap's nice. I like that sort of idea through the wall there, trying to abuse it. And they're still trying to find picks in this mid lane. You do have Blink available, good route. But there's no real follow-up to that. You do better Sentinel, which is good. If you get a good Blink, you'd be looking for Scylla right now, is the game plan. Scylla's the target here because she's used Aegis recently. Do you remember when you pulled her under the tower? She used her Aegis. I guarantee you that was not a full rank Aegis, and it wasn't. So that's on cooldown for 180 seconds. She just used Sentinel too, and that should be on cooldown for, I'm going to say 16. Let's just check. Do my usual check arena to see if I'm good at this game. No, it's not 16, it's 5 because she's already level 15. Holy moly. It's 15 seconds. Okay, I said 16. That was close, but not close enough. 15 seconds, but it's now down to 5 after all that little engagement that happened already. Felt like it should have been longer. So, when I look at your farm, the situation in the game now, at the moment Athena is 2 levels ahead of you. This is down to the Gold Fury and the kill and the 9 assists that she's got. I don't think you've underfarmed for the most part. I think you've warded pretty well. You've tried to farm mid lane for the most part too. I don't think you've missed as much experience as you think. This is a good blink over the wall though, but we need to think when we blink. Just look at where we land first of all before we automatically ult. You've got a point of a second to just assess the situation. Am I going to get hit multiple targets? Am I just going to hit one? I would have liked to have seen you try to position this ultimate actually this side a little bit more. If you would have like come around a little bit further and blinked over this way, you could have hit multiple targets and kept her in tower range anyway. You know what's good? Why are you chasing a Hercules? 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 Belmardi, why are you chasing a Hercules? You've not realised, I'm not sure why you're chasing a Hercules. What's going on behind you? The pull's good. Well, I thought it was going to be. Why are you chasing a Hercules when this fight's going on? Why are you chasing a Hercules when this fight's going on? Would that pull have been better to bring these into tower range to kill them? Are they going to die quicker to the tower? Yes or no? Yes, Scylla will die quicker to the tower here. It will force her escape as well. Would the Wisp support your teammates instead of just using it on yourself there for follow-up damage? I don't understand why you went for that decision. Meanwhile, while that's all going on, they're still fighting in mid here. These should have already been dead. The route was good though. But you could have potentially followed up for more. Hercules now here, back from the outside, looking for a kill. This was a good fight for your team, honestly. This was a good fight for your team.
It is killing spree. Put a basket on your head as you look.
Just quickly checking how long this game went again. It goes 46 minutes. Jeez, that's a long one. Now, the thing about going Winged Blade that you need to realise is that when you go Winged Blade, you get 10% movement speed as well as the other stats, okay? Investing into full boots is fantastic, your mobility goes through the roof, but the problem is that you're not getting Sovereignty online, so you're not actually as tanky as you should be at this stage of the game. You should at least have like rank 2 of Sovereignty online right now, which is the extra health and the extra physical protection, if not the full Sovereignty complete is a possibility as well. But going for the boots gives you the mobility, that's all you've got on cooldown reduction. I don't think you really need this right now. You've already got 10% cooldown reduction from the Winged Blade. Why have we invested into going for full Shoes of Focus for the extra 15% of cooldown reduction? I don't think you really need to here. I don't think this is necessarily a good call. You should be looking more for the Sovereignty. Get that online so you're tankier and more of a front line for your team right now. Throw an auto before you leave, make sure you get that experience before you do wander off. You did start Vanguard in this game too, just to point out. If you would have gone Watcher's Gift, you would have had more gold in this game. I didn't mention that at the start of the game, but I should have. Even though Athena went for Vanguard, you should be looking for Watcher's Gift there at the beginning, just extra sustain. You're not going to get poked out too much by a Ram or Athena as a Sylvanus. And the Gold Fury starts, and we'll see how this one goes on. Your ultimate you had to kind of use there because you were getting focused on. You're still getting focused on now, even Athena's trying to burn you down here. And you're going to go down to a boulder. Could we have played that any differently? Let's have a little look. Let's have a little look how we could have played this differently. So, we don't have a Sentry Ward here, is the first issue. We don't have a Sentry Ward. They've called for the Gold Fury. You do start to pull it, which is fine. But you shouldn't be tanking the Gold Fury. The reason you should be tanking the Gold Fury right now, I mean, I guess you've got Wisps online, but take into account, because of this boots that we were talking about, you're not that tanky. If you would have got 70, you would have had physical protection, helps against Gold Fury, health, helps against Gold Fury. You don't have any of that, you just have cooldowns. That's pretty much all you've got. So you get hit by an Earthquake or a Driving Strike, and then they full combo you, and you go down. There's not a whole lot to really write home about with that one. It was just easy come, easy go. When Hercules comes in like that, you've got to make sure you don't get hit by an Earthbreaker. You're not that tanky yet just yet, so you've got to respect that. This fight rages on for a little while, forever. This is going to be a long game because people don't know how to end, I feel, is going to be the issue. I don't know if they're going to get this Gold Fury here. Maybe you can steal this one away. There's potential for it. They can't even do it, which is good news. Road to the Gold Fury, you ignore Scylla, which is good. I guess you see the Gold Fury is still up, so you don't worry. And you protect mid lane, which is good stuff. Good stuff. Good pull. Was that a pull that you actually potentially killed yourself with? I was interested in that. Watch it again. Let's see what happened there. So she's used a dash, which is big. The play was good. It wasn't good enough, though. And the problem you've also got is that your auto attacks here were very, very strange on this mini-move. Watch what you do with these autos. That's what I was really interested in. You're getting hit by all these creeps for free. I don't know why. Autos, autos, autos. Now, you're actually hitting the front creeps. Why are we caring about these guys? These guys don't do damage. They just survive, okay? They don't do that much damage. These guys are what hurt you. Look at your HP bar ticking down here. Look at your HP bar ticking down. Look at how these autos are not actually hitting them at the moment. You're not doing anything to them. They're just poking you down. You were too busy looking for the pull and ate a lot of poke damage for free from that. You do force your ultimate, though. You need to wisps yourself sometime today. Don't be scared to use your wisps. Don't be scared to use your wisps. Wisps are cool, man. They give you heals. There's no point max if you're not going to use them. They're there for healing, not just protections. Lucky with the root. Oh, that's just rip the dream. That jump away. You need to ult there. Potentially need to ult to get him out, but you're going to be fine for now. Your team turns up. Don't let Hercules get behind you, because if you driving strike, she's going to hurt. Unlucky. I can see the game plan there. What you could have done is blinked. What you could have done there is blinked ulted to make sure he gets out. You could have blinked ulted. This game's going to go to the wayside and be a really, really long, infuriating loss, I feel, with how this one's going right now. There's an Earthbreaker Drive Strike. This is you dead again, I'm expecting. Nope, because you're Sylvannus, so you just ult. And the pull was fantastic. Pull was good, root was good. I've shown there's no more follow-up to that one. But there's nothing else you can really do here apart from poke the minions and play safe. Wait for your teammates to respawn. I'm going to stop the video here, Belmoddy, because there's a few things you can definitely start to correct already. Your laning phase, you're over-farming the wave. It sounds really weird to say that, but you were so busy on getting every single minion dead that you missed opportunities to go aggressive and put the pressure on this lane. Your pulls were okay, but sometimes you were so busy looking at the pulls you weren't looking at the farm or looking at potential kills that you could have got without even having to use the pull. Don't think that the pull is the most important thing. They might be the hypest thing and look the best thing, but it's not necessarily the hypest best thing you can do on Sylvanus. Think about what you decided to do in the laning phase. Your wall coverage was pretty good. Your rotations for mid camps was very good as well. Your itemization build you need to work on with the Wingblade. Wingblade into boots 1 or boots 2 is fine, but going for the Shoes of Focus is not worthwhile. You've got too much movement speed and you've got no tankiness online. And this is why you're starting to struggle, because Hercules is really big in this game. He doesn't seem big at the moment, but Mystical Mail and the Runeforge is very, very strong right now, as is a Wheelix, and they're both physical, and if you had that extra sovereignty online, it would really help you out. What I would like to see going forward from you, though, is that you really focus on what you're going to be doing in terms of engagements for your team. Look at the team fights that you're engaging into. Is it worthwhile me bleed cult in here because everyone's just put everything on cooldown? Can I actually get a kill because I do blink cult, or am I just wasting it for the sake of wasting it? In team fights, make sure you focus on the correct targets as well. You could have peeled better for your hunter in lane when he was getting aggressed on. You've got to make better decisions in the team fights about who your focus target is. Your focus target is definitely not Hercules unless he's alone. You're looking for the squishies to pick them out and bring them down and keep them CC'd up so they can die. Good luck in your future games, though, Belmodi. This wasn't a terrible game from you. The biggest mistake, honestly, was that pull at the start of the game. I would have been angry about that pull just because you gave away the first kill of the game that could have fed our Poseidon or our jungler, which could have really helped him at the start. Good luck in your future games, Belmodi. Good luck.